Yo, what's up? What's going on? It's your boy Kups the Universe. It's been a while. I know I've been revamping myself and evolving myself to the best of my abilities. So I've been needing time to do that. So, took some time away. But we back. Mental Manifestations series. This one is gonna be envy. We're talking about envy, basically. The action of, the emotion of, the feeling of envy, right? Now, what's envy, man? Envy is a feeling, right? Of lack, right? It's a feeling of not being sufficient, right? It's a feeling of feeling like you don't have what it takes, right? But that's the beginning stages. See, when a person feels that way, when they see a person, any person in the world that reflects those attributes that person may have felt that they didn't have, this is when the envy is activated. So you see how the envy is stored? The envy is stored through emotional feelings, where it's like, okay, I don't have example, I don't have a car. So if I was an envious person, right, I would already have my heart. One, I don't have a car, right? So I'm having a self-pity party to myself. Then two, I'm trying to make myself hate cars, right? So I'm looking for every reason why I don't want a car that I can say to any person that may inquire about it or bring up those emotions out of the being, right? Or which is me for the example right now, right? So I will find reasons why I don't want the car and all this other stuff and all that other things of that nature. And then I will go about my life, right? But now that's there. So now when something triggers that, right? When a person now, nice cars, or people talking about cars and I start to feel the insecurity of not having the car, here's where the envy kicks in. This is where it's activated. Now I'm speaking from a place of, well, I don't like cars, and you know what? I don't really care for them, right? But in all actuality, the person, or me per se, right? Because I'm using me as the example, right? Me per se envies that person for having a car because I know what benefits the car can do, right? Now, that was just some kind of like small example of like how jealousy, and I'm not jealousy, because jealousy and envy is similar, they play together, but it shows how envy is stored, how it started. It started from insecurities that people can't face. You know what I'm saying? And then basically from that point on, it's all about them reinforcing the insecurities in self, but not in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? And then when they do that, now when they moving around in the world, whatever activates that defense mechanism is going to release that envy energy, if you get what I'm saying, right? Like, because it could be like a person can be boasting in their face maybe, and then maybe they feel some kind of way or whatever. Or it could be like, as soon as they see the person with those attributes, they already like, you see what I'm saying? Because it comes from a place of not having, a place of lack, a place of feeling that you're not good enough, right? To be that or do whatever. So now look, nothing is really exempt from these energies, because if you think about it, in ancient Kemet, you had Set, you had excuse my language, you had Set, you had Osiris, right? You had Isis, right? If you want to go to Greek, you know what I'm saying, Zeus, you know what I'm saying? He used to come in and mess with the angels, and he was, with the women of Earth, you know what I'm saying? You have, even in Orisha, you have, Shango, you got, Ogun, you got, Oshun, and this. So these deities even these deities dealt with these type of energies where it was like envious or, because, or, in those type of energies. They wasn't even, if you get what I'm saying, because they went through issues based on those type of situations, when if they was from a higher consciousness themselves, and I'm not insulting the Netches, the Orishas, none of the energies or any form of matter that you want to understand it in. It doesn't matter about the stories. Are you picking up the principles of these stories? Because all these stories have principles. All these stories are like, star maps, so to speak, also. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm trying to say there is that even the gods dealt with jealousy and envy and that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? If you think about some of the stories, right? Now, envy also is called a demon too. Like it's a headless demon, you know what I mean? He walks around in the energy form. I guess this is what he looked like in the energy, some headless demon looking thing with no head, and he's trying to take the heads of other things, other beings, right? But he can't fit the head. So the head is useless to him. Basically, his image, him trying to take something down, right? Because of the envy, to amass that, to have that. You know what I'm saying? But what actually happens is that it never fits the being or the energy of that envy. You get what I'm saying? Now the person is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an energy. When people are in a certain vibration, when they're in certain ways, when they have a certain belief pattern and things of this nature and that nature, and it doesn't fit like, certain other waves, then the waves that it's fitting is gonna get to it. So when envy can attach to beings that just have low self-esteem. It can attach to people that just feel like they can't get out and get things they self. Or it gets to the people that can't accept things that they have. Like when a person doesn't look at what they have, you know what I'm saying, and find the blessings in what they have. Whatever they have, everybody has something, right? Everybody has something. You know what I'm saying? From a pair of sneakers to an object, a pen. I mean, it could be the most frivolous item ever in existence, but you have something, right? Are you appreciative that you have that? Because what if you didn't have that? You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about gold and cars and it's not even about who's the smartest and having this, because now everybody's with this smart thing and the intellectual wars is beginning, and oh my God, like I don't want to know anything for that matter, because to know is not to know, actually. You understand? You have to release things to know things, to gain more. You have to get rid of stuff to get more. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your space, whether it's your mind, whether it's your emotions based on baggage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that comes from relationships, But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to express to you is that this envy energy is an energy. It's a, you know what I'm saying? And envy comes when you can't, if you can appreciate what you have, you will start nullifying envy in you. Because once you start appreciating what you have, and being humble about what you don't, then you don't get any feelings when you see somebody that does have what you wanted and you don't have it. It's not, you can still appreciate that. And the next step to getting rid of envy is to actually appreciate people, or like congratulate those who have what you wish you had, because you can get that. You know what I'm saying? That's the third thing. To know that you can get that too. Anything that somebody has, you can get too. It's just, are you willing to do the work that they did to get it? Like, some people bust out overtime. They get a 9 to 5. They bust out wild overtime just to get a vehicle so they can move around. Now they got the vehicle. Right now, somebody that doesn't, want to even work type energy. You know what I'm saying? And this is no shots at anybody, because both sides of the coin is even, if you ask me. But, someone that doesn't even believe in 9 to 5s, you know what I'm saying? They may feel like, they might not like, you see what I'm saying, the things that's accumulated from that person. They're not gonna see the hard work because they don't necessarily put in hard work. You know what I'm saying? Or that's not the field that they put in hard work in, so to speak. You understand? So in those aspects and in that nature, or those things, you know what I'm saying, that happens as far as the envy is concerned. Envy enters your heart through the fact that your own insecurities have opened the doorway for that to enter. And then when it enters, once it sees the things that your heart desired that you feel like you couldn't get, it activates and it turns up your energy, and now you got this side faces. It's a lot of things to it. It's not in general. This is just global. Just the global. Because, for cops to kill black people, there has to be some kind of envy there. It has to be some kind of long-term envy there for the racist things that happen in the world to a race of people based on their color and skin condition, which is not their own fault. You understand what I'm saying? And that deals with the envy of certain people. Because look, envy comes to people even that have things. Envy can come, a person can have everything in the moment, everything in the world. They can have it or they can get it. And just because they see something in somebody, something, whatever that trauma was, that insecurity is, because everybody has them if they're not working through them. You know what I'm saying? To be able to accept them. And it can hit rich people. Rich people can become envious of people that seem to have nothing because it only seems like you have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your skin complexion is something. You know what I'm saying? It's more than what you think it is. It's actually very valuable. It's not valuable in the physical sense. So, you know, people thinking they can cut you up and somehow drain your essence and your vital. That shit's stupid. Let's keep it real. Like, I don't even know who came up with that shit. That shit's stupid. Like, let's be for real. This shit, all this shit is about internal things. And all this internal things is a reflection of the external, or the external is a reflection of the internal. And what you look up in the sky is what you have inside of you. When your life, what's in your life is what's the problems inside of you. If you deal with the problems inside of you, you deal with the problems inside of your life. You don't have to actually physically mess with the life problems. You just need to fix your internal problems. All of the things inside of a person that'll make them feel a certain way, make them lash out a certain way, make them behave a certain way. These things are internal. These things are left for you to control, or a person to control. This has nothing to do with the outside world, the white man. This has nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? The white man does what he does because a long time ago, our internal was starting to fall out of alignment. And when we fell out of alignment, we was snatched up, and now look where we're at now. This is where we at now. We have to fight to get little bits of rights that we invented. Okay, and I'm not even going to go on to that information. It's not a hate thing. They'll turn that and spin that into a race thing, and then I'll be in trouble for speaking some racist stuff, and I'm not being racist. Because if you want to think about it, it's just people. Human beings, and they don't call us human beings. You understand? It's laws written based on that gives them certain rights to try to murder and hunt people like us. That's colored. And then they spin it on the news in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? But we're not doing none of that. Long story short, envy is just the feeling of lack when you see that or something or anything that has that which you lack. And if you allow your anger and your, you know what I'm saying, in that energy, it starts multiplying into some real strong negativity. You understand? So if you can catch your envy and you can just be like, yo, I'm good with not having anything that I don't have, because the things that I have, whether people see it or not, is something that I value. You understand? Once a person or once people in the world start saying things like that, even these elites, they start thinking like this, they'll be like, you know what? Yo, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? They can have their little energies. They can have their connections to other things that we can't, you know, whatever. However they talk, they, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they're jealous of or envious of people that they have to enslave you for so long, and they still don't want to put the foot up off a person's neck, off the family's neck, and can open up this economy to where there is no poor class. There is no, it's just class. It's just everybody has class and everybody has finance and everybody is existing. Their families is happy. Everybody is eating. Nobody's struggling. Their kids is fed. Nobody worrying about how they got to feed their daughters and sons and all this stuff that stress a person out, and a good person to turn to something that the system already set up rules and regulations for, so they could just pick you up based on that now, and they could use you as a battery for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the energy they be on. So basically, to conquer envy is just to accept that you don't have these things, and then to congratulate those who have those things, whatever. And that's what they call being humble, and that's all that is, okay? So it's your boy Kups the Universe, and I just wanted to speak a little bit from my perspective about what I feel envy is and how I seen that certain energies that's, you know, higher evolved still dealt with it, and it still affected them in the stories, it's in the pantheons. All right, yo, shout out to everybody, man. Hope everybody have a blessed day, man. Kups the Universe. I'm out.